Hello everyone, how are you? This is the last video of the trigonometric chapter, the fourth part. In this, we will learn about some trigonometric identities and the question based on those identities. So here is the list of the identities that we have to use in this exercise. So our first one is sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Right? From here we can derive identity number 6 and 7. 1 minus sin square theta equals to cos square theta and 1 minus cos square theta equals to sin square theta, right? How we can derive? Let's see. So this is in plus sin square theta. When we change its side, it will go in minus. So it will come 1 minus sin square theta. It will remain alone. So equals to cos square theta. Same we have to do with cos square theta. It is in plus. When we change its side, it goes in minus. And 1 minus cos square theta equals to sin square theta, and that will come identity number 7, right? So this is the parent identity and these are the derived one. Then next one is 1 plus tan square theta equals to sec square theta, right? From here we can derive identity number 8 and 9. So firstly, 1 is in plus. When we change its side, it will go in minus and it will come sec square theta minus 1 equals to tan square theta, right? For getting the ninth one, we have to change the position of tan square theta. It is here, it is in plus. When we change this side, it goes in minus. So sec square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1, and that will become our ninth identity, right? Then 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosec square theta. So again, this is the parent identity. From here we can derive identity number 10 and 11, right? So first of all, it is in plus. When we change this side, 1 will turn up into minus. So cosec square theta minus 1 equals to cot square theta, and that will become our identity number 10, right? For getting the 11th one, again cot square theta is in plus. When we change this side, it goes in minus. So it will come cos square theta minus cot square theta and equals to 1, because 1 remain left here. So equals to 1, right? So these are the 11 point and we can say the identities. Apart this, we are having this tan theta equals to sin theta upon cos theta, right? And cot theta equals to cos theta upon sin theta. One more, if we multiply tan theta and cot theta, then the answer is always equals to 1. So tan theta into cot theta, or we can say tan A into cot A equals to 1, right? Here are the some reciprocal identities or inverse identities. We can say that we have discussed in the previous exercise also. Tan A equals to 1 upon cot A, sin A equals to 1 upon cosec A, or cosec A equals to 1 upon sin A, right? So these are the identities that we have to use in the last exercise, exercise 8.4. Now we'll move towards 8.4. Before starting that, because it is a very long exercise, so we have divided the whole exercise in two parts. So this is the first part, guys. So we can mention that it is part 4a, in which we will do till question number 4, and in the second part we will start from question number 5. Excuse me, right? So we'll start from the question number 1. Question number 1 is that we have to express the trigonometric ratios sin A, sec A and tan A in terms of cot A. It means we can say that we have to bring the answer in form of cot, right? Then second is we have to bring sec A again in form of cot, and then again we have to bring tan in form of cot A, right? So this is the question that we have to change sin in the form of cot A, we have to change sec A in the form of cot A, and we have to change tan A in the form of cot A, right? So this is the question. We all know that through the identities we came to know that there is no direct relation between sine and cot, right? But there is a relation between cosec and cot. Clear? So in identity 10 and 11 we can see there is a relation between cosec and cot. And we know that there is a relation between cosec and sine. So we have to use this relation. So we can say that cosec A equals to 1 upon sine A. In the question we are having a cosec. So later on in place of this we can write down 1 upon sine A through this formula. Right? So we'll start. Cosec square theta from the identity number 11, cosec square A minus cot square A equals to 1. This is the 11th identity. Or this is in minus. When we change this side it goes in plus and it will become 1 plus cot square A. So this is the value of cosec square A. Now we have to remove square from this side, and according to the rule if we remove this then on the other side we have to put root sign. So it will come cosec A equals to under root 1 plus cot square A. Right? Now we have to use the identity cosec A equals to 1 upon sine A. So here in place of cosec A we can write 1 upon sine A equals to under root 1 plus cot square A. It will remain the same. Or now we have to do the cross multiplication. This we have to bring this side and this we have to bring this side. So it will come sine A equals to 1 upon under root 1 plus cot square A. So we have converted sine in the form of cot. We can see here. Right? Now it's a term of sec A. So we have to use the identity number 9. Sec square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. Right? So use this identity sec square A minus tan square A equals to 1. Here it is in minus. When we change this side it goes in plus. So 1 plus tan square A. Right? We can use tan as 1 upon cot A, but if it is a square, so we have to put a square here also. So tan square A equals to 1 upon cot square A. So sec square A 1 will remain same plus tan square A equals in place of this we can write 1 upon cot square A by using the formula. Right? Now take the LCM of 1 and cot square A. It will remain cot square A. We have to check in the table of 1 how many times it goes. It goes to cot square A only. Or then we have to multiply that cot square A with 1 and it will come cot square A. Plus sign, put plus sign. In the table of cot square A, how many times this come? 1 time, and then 1 ones are 1. Right? It means the value of sec square A is cot square A plus 1 upon cot square A. Now remove square from this side. And we know that if we are removing square from this side, then on the other side we have to put root sign. Like this. Okay, my question is how we can write root 2 square. So we can cancel this 2, this power with root sign, and what is left? 2. Right? Same thing we have to apply here. It is cot square A. Right? Or we can cancel this from here, or for make it more clear, cot square, right? Now it will remain the same. Cot square A plus 1 over, we can cancel this and it will remain cot A. Hope this is clear. Cot square A plus 1 upon cot A. Right? So again we have changed sec in the form of cot. Now the last is tan A. So tan A, directly we can use this. Tan A equals to 1 upon cot A and tan A equals to 1 upon cot A. So sorry, this is the answer of the last. Then question number 2. Again we have to write all trigonometric ratios of angle A in the term of sec A. It means whatever it is sine, it is cos, it is cosec, it is cot, tan, we have to convert all the identities in the form of sec. Just like we have in the previous one, we have converted in the form of cot. Right? But now we have to convert in the form of sec. So our first one is, again the first identity, sin square a plus cos square a equals to 1, or sin square a equals to 1 minus cos square a. This is in plus. When we change its side, it goes in minus, right? Now how we can write cos in the form of sec? We know that cos a is equals to 1 upon sec a, right? But if it is a square here, so we have to write square here also. And same thing we have done here. Cos square a equals to 1 upon cos square a, sec square a, sorry, right? Take the LCM. So this one will change into sec square a minus 1 upon sec square a, right? Again remove this square from this side. So when we remove square from this side, we have to put root sign here like this, right? So the thing that we have done here, again we have to do here the same thing. It will remain, this numerator will remain with root, but because it is square here, so we can cancel like this, square with root. So we have convert sign in the form of sec. Then cos a equals to 1 upon sec a, directly we can use. So we have convert cos in the form of sec by using the formula cos a equals to 1 upon sec. Then tan equals to sine upon cos, right? From here we can write down the value of sine a, which is root sec square a minus 1 upon sec a. So here we have written the value of sine a, and cos a we all know that it is 1 upon sec a, right? Now convert this division into multiplication, then we can cancel sec a and sec a, and only this will left upon 1. Oh, so tan a equals to root sec square a minus 1, right? Then the next one, cosec a equals to 1 upon sine a, and again from the first part we have to put the value of sine a, which is root sec square a minus 1 upon sec a. So this is in division, so reciprocate this, it will, sec a is here, so it will go on top, so sec a upon root sec square a minus 1. This is the value of cosec a. Then the last one, cot a, 1 upon tan a, and from here we can put the value of tan a, which is root sec square a minus 1. So 1 upon root sec square a minus 1, right? Now question number 3, evaluate. We are having two parts, we have to solve and find the values. So by using the complementary angle, ratio of the complementary angle, we have to solve that. Sin square 63. So 63, how we can write? 90 minus 27, right? So it will come sin square 90 minus 27 plus sin square 27 upon cos square 17. How we can write 17 in the form of complementary angles? So 90 minus 73, right? So cos square 17, in place of this we can write cos square 90 minus 73 plus cos square 73 plus cos square 73, right? Now use the identity. Sin 90 minus theta is, sin square 90 minus theta is cos square theta. So in place of this we can write down cos square 27, means whatever the value comes here we have to write down with cos or sin. Then cos square 90 minus 73, so it will come sin square 73. These two will remain the same. Now here we are having the first identity of this exercise, sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is 1. Again sin square theta plus cos square theta, 1. So 1 upon 1, which is 1. Now the sorry. Now the next part, sin 25 into cos 65 plus cos 25 into sin 65, right? Again we have to convert this. So what we have done here, we have choose the 65 angle, 65 degree angle, right? So again by using the complementary ratio of complementary angles, we have convert. How we can write 65 90 minus 25, and how we can write 65 90 minus 25, right? But here we have to use the identity, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So in place of this, cos 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus 25 will become sin 25. It will remain same. In place of this we can write sin 25 plus cos 25 will remain same. Again in place of sin 90 minus 25 we can write cos 25, right? So sin 25 into sin 25, or 2 into 2, how we can write 2 into 2? We can write down 2 square, right? Similarly sin 25 into sin 25 will come sin square 25. Cos 25 into cos 25 will come cos square 25. And here we have to use the first identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is 1, right? Now question number 4, we have to choose the correct option. Okay, we are having 4 parts in each part we are having 4 options, and by our solution we have to check whether solution A, B, C or D is the correct one. So the first part, 9 sec square A minus 9 tan square A. So we can see that we can take 9 as common. So it will come sec square A minus tan square A. And according to the identity, we can see that here sec square A minus tan square A, ninth one, it is 1. Right? So in place of bracket, sec square A minus tan square A, we can write 1, and then 9 ones are 9, which is option B. Then next part, 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta. So we have to convert these into form of sine and cos. So tan theta we can write down sine upon cos, sec theta we can write down 1 upon cos, cot theta we can write down cos upon sine, and cosec we can write 1 upon sine. Take the LCM here, so it will come cos theta plus sine theta plus 1 upon cos theta. Again take the LCM here, so LCM will be sine theta, then sine theta plus cosec, cos theta minus 1. Right? Now what we have done the grouping. We have make a group of these, and this is the second one. Again here, this is the first group and this is the second group. So it will look like this, cos theta plus sine theta plus 1 upon cos theta. Right? Why we have done this? Because we have to use the identity that I am writing here, a plus b into a minus b. We have to write like in this form. Firstly, we have to add the same numbers and then we have to subtract the same numbers. So by making the grouping, we have done that thing. Firstly, we are adding the same numbers and then we are subtracting the same numbers. Right? So how we can write this? It is equals to a square minus b square. Right? So in place of this means the square of the first number minus the square of the second number. So it will come cos theta plus sine theta ka whole square minus 1 ka square upon cos theta into sine theta. Because we are multiplying them. Right? Till here it is clear? Any problem to anyone? Then after that, the first bracket will become the identity a plus b ka whole square. So we have to open according to that, a square plus b square plus 2ab, and then the square of 1 will be 1 only, minus 1. We can write, again we have to use the identity 1 cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is 1, plus 2 sin theta cos theta of minus 1 upon sin theta into cos theta. So we can cancel 1 by 1 because 1 is in plus, second one is in minus. Right? Then the next one means it will become 2 sin theta cos theta upon sin theta cos theta. So we can cancel these and 2 is left, which is option number C. Then the third part, sec A plus tan A into 1 minus sin A. So again we have to convert sec and tan in the form of sin cos. Sec A equals to 1 upon cos A plus tan A equals to sin A upon cos A into 1 minus sin A. Solve it, take the LCM, cos A will be there. So 1 plus sin A upon cos A into 1 minus sin A. Again we can see that we are having the identity a plus b into a minus b, just like we have done in the previous case. So in place of this we have to write a square minus b square. You can see here upon cos A. Use the identity 1 minus sin square A. In place of this we can write down cos square A. Right? Upon cos A. So here we are having 2 cos A. Here we are having only 1. So 1 we can cancel out. And what is left? Cos A, which is option number D. Right? Then the last part of this question, 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A equals to sec square A upon cosec square A. Right? We have used the identity here. This is the question part. So by using the identity we can say the value of 1 plus tan square is sec square A and the value of 1 plus cot square is cosec square A. Then again convert the sec and cosec in the form of sine and cos. So sec, we all know that it is, we can write down 1 upon cos A, or if it is sec square A, so we have to write 1 upon cos square A. Upon line, put the upon line here. Cosec square A In place of this, we can write down 1 upon sine square a. Now convert this division into multiplication. So we have to write the reciprocal of this. It means it will become 1 upon cos square a. This division will change into multiplication, and then we have to write the reciprocal of this. It means sine square a upon 1. Multiply. If we are multiplying sine square a into 1, it will be remain same as with this, and we know that sine upon cos is 10 because square is here, so we have to write square 10 square a. So option number D, right? Hope this video is helpful for you people. Question number 5th, because 10 parts are there, so it will become a very long video. So in the next part we will discuss question number 5th. Okay, please like the video and write down your suggestion and comments if any. Thank you very much.